Hi, welcome to the Random Hour. I'm Kyle, and today I am joined by Jims. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm Gems. I am a cosplayer, streamer, content creator, nerd, whatever, all those things.
Alrighty. I should have asked you this before, and this is on me. Devin's gonna laugh when he edits this. Your handle is bbyjemz.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. I was so worried that I was gonna mispronounce that. Technically, that's our first question. Um,
Yes.
we are a nerd pop culture podcast. What are some things that you nerd out about?
Man, I think the biggest thing, honestly, would probably be superheroes, so Marvel and DC. I really leaned into anime like back around maybe like 2017, 2018. When I was in high school, in middle school, I was really into anime then too, but then like I got mega bullied. But then superheroes were acceptable back then because that was when the Avengers franchise was starting, so everybody was into that, so that was okay.
Hmm.
But yeah, my two biggest things are anime, superheroes. Oh, manga too.
Yeah.
Manga's a big one.
Okay. We are both huge comic fans. So, what are some of your favorite comics?
Hmm. I really, really enjoy Spider Man. He's one of my favorites. I copied that from my mom. Spider Man is her favorite. My dad had this huge collection of comic books growing up. I have no idea where they went. I know they're in our basement somewhere. No idea. But he had a ton of DC comics. I think growing up, I was definitely more into DC than Marvel. Because my dad, huge Batman, probably the biggest Batman fan there is. So I grew up just reading like all types of Batman comics, Green Lantern too.
Hmm.
And I think my favorite superhero growing up was Hawk Girl. Surprisingly, I think he had like a Hawk Girl comic, and I was like, oh yeah, she's cool.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm more of a DC fan, and Devin's much more of a Marvel fan because he's like really big on Spider-Man, and I'm like, but the Bat Family.
I
Yeah.
get that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We'll do a thing where I'll collect and he collects, and then we'll call each other at comic book shops. Like, hey, they got this issue. Do you want me to grab it for you? And we'll pay each other back, and then we'll also lend each other books.
See, I love that. I have
Oh
a
yeah.
friend who just started reading the X-Men comics, so that's been
Hmm.
pretty cool to talk to him about that. Because I never really had friends that were super into it growing up, so
Yeah.
literally it's just my dad and I like chit-chatting all day, which is
Yeah.
perfect for me.
Yeah. I've been wanting to read X-Men, but I don't know a good starting point, let alone where to find some of the comics. Because you can get that we had a really good one back before I moved where you could get like the volume books. And so I know I could like go there and grab one and just like dive into it, but I think it went out of business.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That is so sad. Like I am enjoying seeing like a lot of businesses pop up because of how popular comic books have became again. Because I think every weekend my dad would take me to this comic shop. They're somehow still in business because I never see anyone in there. But I'm not complaining. I hope they stay in business forever. But they always like had the like most random assortment of comic books, and he would just let me pick out any, and even like superheroes that didn't even belong to neither DC or Marvel. I have no idea where they came from, but
Yeah.
just some like random superheroes. So it is pretty neat. And starting for X-Men, I think he's starting with like Emma Frost origin. I think that's where, because he
Okay.
made Emma Frost and Marvel Rivals, and that's where he's
Yeah.
starting. He's saying it's a pretty decent starting point. But definitely like one of like the original X-Men maybe, because I know Namor like kicks off a lot of things as well. So if you
Hmm.
want to start like at the beginning, maybe like
Yeah.
around there, or like
All right.
Charles Xavier and stuff like that.
See, I've been wanting to hop into giant size X Men because that's when one of my favorites is Nightcrawler, and so that I know would be a really interesting starting point because that's when you get a lot more of like the X Men animated series and stuff like that. That's where a lot of those characters jump in, and that's where I've always wanted to start. But then again, I that becomes a money because those are pretty pricey.
They are pretty pricey, especially if you want to get like the super old ones now, because they're still
Mhm.
like releasing all types of like new things
Yeah.
at the moment. Like I know like the Jeff the Land Shark is like they're releasing every week or something like that. Nightcrawler's a good one. I love Nightcrawler. I think they're bringing X-Men back, Doomsday,
Yeah.
Avengers Doomsday. I don't know if they're bringing Nightcrawler back. I heard they're bringing Cyclops back, which is
Yeah.
really exciting. But yeah, finding comics like that could be really, really hard because they even sell them so expensive on eBay and everything. You might be able to find some like rat tat comic book shop in your city somewhere that might be selling them, but
Oh yeah. I was googling the other day and I was like, I've got time off. I can go explore. And so I debated on going and then I ended up taking a nap.
Oh my god, I love taking naps. I feel that. I think I need at least like one nap a day to
Oh yeah.
function. So I get that.
Yeah, the funny thing is I'm in the bedroom, I'm taking a nap, and then my roommate is passed out in his bed in the other room. And so we're just both passed out for like most of the day. I've got cats covering me. They're both of them are asleep, just passed out, and one of them is snoring. Yeah.
That happens to me too because I have narcolepsy, so like taking naps is like a non-negotiable for me.
Yeah.
But one of my cats, like she always like slobs on me for some reason. I don't understand how a cat can slob. I'm allergic to cats, and I'm actually allergic to cat saliva. So
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, you can't be doing this. I'm gonna wake up not being able to breathe. But I get that naps are nice.
So my cats, they're interesting. So I got one who I found her at the animal shelter, and I was like, we were gonna get this different cat named Pumpkin Spice. She was beautiful, like yellow, either that or we were gonna get a kitten. And so we got her, and because I saw her in the kennel, and I'm like, this cat has social anxiety. I have to get this cat. She was scared of everything. My girlfriend gets so annoyed with her because she won't go to her. She's just like she'll be like glued to my side, and she'll watch TV with me.
Oh.
And then we've got her cat, which is a little kitten. I'm not completely convinced he knows that he's a cat. He likes playing fetch. He at one point when we were introducing him to my cat, he runs up to her, barks, and runs away. And the three of us are looking at each other like we didn't know he could do that. Oh yeah,
That sounds like my cat because I've only had female cats, and then recently, about a year ago, we picked up a cat outside. Like
yeah,
he jumped in my car and was like, "Take me home," like not even joking. And he acts like a human boy dog mix. Like it's the
yeah.
weirdest thing. He doesn't make regular cat sounds. He loves plastic, like eating plastic. We have to stop him from eating plastic. You could
Yep.
like hold him up by his hind leg, and that's it, and he'll be purring the whole time. Like
Oh yeah.
he's not normal.
Yep. That's Momo to a T. Momo is a little hellion.
Wait, your cat's name is Momo?
Yeah.
My
Uh,
cat's name is Momo.
I named him after the One Piece character.
Oh my gosh, I named mine after Momo from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
so cute.
Yeah, we got Momo and Luna. I didn't know at the time of naming her, but it was after Sailor Moon Cutie. But back on nerd stuff.
Yes.
You said you also read manga. What are some of the mangas you're into?
My favorite. It's a tie between Junji Ito and Tokyo Ghoul.
Hmm.
Junji Ito is just like perfect. It's so
Yeah.
perfect. I was let down by the anime, but I understand that they had budget issues, so I'm trying not to fuss about that. But then when you come to Tokyo Ghoul, like that was just done all wrong for the anime. So I urge anyone who even like the anime inkling, like just read the manga. It's 10 billion times better.
Oh.
Also, like growing up, my favorite manga was called Yatsuba. It's like
Mhm.
about like a little girl. I
Yeah.
think her mom passed away, but she doesn't remember. She's really young, and she has her dad, and they like move into this town, and they meet like three sisters, and that's pretty much all I remember. It's been forever since I read it, but that was like my favorite manga growing up.
Okay. I know I had a rough start into anime. So my first one was Elfen Lied, and then When They Cry, and so I just started off really bloody and gory, and then I found other ones, and I'm like, oh, they're not all like this.
Yeah, that's a rough start.
Yeah, and so it's really funny now because I have such a wide variety, everything from romance, shonen, action, fantasy, you name it. I love them all, but that that was my start.
Yeah, my start was pretty easy. I think I don't know if Speed Racer counts. I
I
think it
think it
might.
counts.
So that was I think my first ever anime and I was like baby. But then I became obsessed with Sailor Moon when I was
Mhm.
younger. Like I that's all I wanted, that's all I talked about. Sailor Moon was my thing and then like I got bullied in high school so I kind of like tried
Yeah.
caring about other stuff, but I always came back. Ended up watching Naruto, fell in love with Naruto. I think I have like 3 Naruto tattoos on me.
Yeah.
So Naruto is big for me. Attack on Titan is good, like the classics, of course. And then I ended up getting like shonen fatigue at some point because like everything coming out was shonen, and
Yeah.
like the MC being like I don't know if I can do this, but my friends are counting on me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can't. So then that's when I went into romance anime, and I was like, ooh, this is
Hmm.
nice. And then horror anime, of course, which is like my favorite genre.
What is one of your favorite horror anime?
I really like Parasite. Parasite, I
It
think, is
is
really
so
good.
good,
It is
so good.
so good. And I know I just said Tokyo Ghoul, but like Tokyo Ghoul will always like have a big place in my
Yeah.
heart. I think season one is really good, and then half
Mhm.
of season two is all right, and then I just
See, I was gonna ask you. So I've seen up to season one of Tokyo Ghoul, and then I've had the hardest time getting into season two, and I'm like, I don't know what it is. Is that where the manga drifts off, or does it? Is it similar but not really?
it's they start taking their own creative liberties in season two, and then I think also like the animation completely like tanks. Like the fights
Yeah.
aren't as good. You can really tell. And then the character development isn't how it should be in the anime. For example, Rize, she has such a minuscule role in the anime, but in the manga, like she's like a pinnacle character in the manga, but you'd never really know watching the anime. And they messed up Juzo. Like they didn't do Juzo the correct way in the anime. That's the guy with the scythe, the white haired crazy guy with the stitches on him. They didn't
Hmm.
really do him that well either. It was just a lot of the characters got kind of butchered in my opinion. There was a lot of different story pinpoints that they changed that I just didn't really care for. And then when you get to Tokyo Ghoul Re, which is like I think season three, like it just wasn't good. So season two I think is worth watching. I think
Hmm.
it's not horrible. Like it definitely kind of tells you the story a little bit, but
Yeah.
the manga is always going to be better.
I know. I was not. I started One Piece and then I forgot it for like my entire college, and then I was like, oh yeah, One Piece, and so I went back to it. I watched some of it, and then I fell off again, and then I read all the manga. Yes,
Dang.
and so I'm caught up on the manga. I was smart. My birthday's near Christmas, and so I had different people get me different box sets for Christmas and my birthday, and so I was able to like quickly work my way through. As like Christmas and birthday presents combined. And so I'm in love with it now. But I remember the filler was really hard, and me and Devin have talked about this because you were talking about how that it differs. There's a lot more filler in One Piece, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And then I know for Naruto, it's weird because Sakura is not as garbage as she is and whiny as she is in the anime versus the manga. Because she's fairly decent in the manga, and then in the anime she's just you're like oh man,
Like what happened?
yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
oh yeah. So I definitely see where you're coming from with some anime. What is your favorite romance?
Ooh, I think it's probably my dress up darling, and the reason why is because I'm a cosplayer, so I just
Hmm.
think it's like super cool to see that perspective. I think it's pretty wholesome too. I don't want to spoil, but the manga just ended, and it literally has like the most perfect ending. So I really like that. There's another one I can't
Hold
remember.
on, whoa! I'm looking at my dress up darling right now on my shelf. It's ended already.
Yes, it just ended like a week ago, or a week or two ago, like really recently.
Dang, I was taking a break from buying stuff for
Yeah,
finances.
you have to catch up. Like it's a
Yeah.
really good ending.
Oh no, I loved it. It was one of those where I was like, "Oh, it's so good," and then I got my girlfriend into Spy X Family, and I'm caught up on the manga for that one. And we were watching it, and she looks at me and goes, "Where's the rest of it?" And I'm like, "That's it. That's all.
Oh,
That's all there's out for now." And she goes, "What do you mean that's all? I want more." And I'm like, "You can read the manga. It's right there."
yes.
But I'm sorry, that's all of it. She was not happy.
I know I haven't even watched season 2 yet cuz I know when I finished season 1 I was like I can't wait. Like that's how I feel about Chainsaw Man right now. Like what do you mean the trailer just came out, bro? Like I've
Yeah.
been waiting for years already.
Oh yeah. See, one thing that doesn't help is I cannot, for the life of me, stay caught up on something. I have to like binge it. I'm really good at binging it. Right now, I am binging Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I'm on like season three. And I started earlier this week.
Dang. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. I remember watching that when I was younger. I don't think I ever like seen all of it, definitely not, but I remember
Mhm.
liking it when I was little.
Oh yeah, we've had a good bit of people that came on recently, And Devin's a big fan, and so I had Paramount Plus, and I was like, that's where I can watch it. And so I was just like, I should binge this so I can talk to people.
Smart.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We can have like a watch party.
Heck yeah, let's go. That I
Yeah.
need One Piece too. I need to catch up on One Piece because it's just
Hmm.
so much, and there were so many other things that I needed to catch up on. And I
Yeah.
was like looking at One Piece, like, oh man, this is like a beast. Like, there's so much. Like, I think I watched a little bit of the Egghead just so I could be like caught up on what's happening right now, and then like I still have a lot in the middle to catch up on. It's
Oh yeah.
so much.
I One thing I love about One Piece is it's a goofy pirate thing, and then it's not, and then you'll be so emotional because I was trying to get my girlfriend to watch it, and so we're watching it. It's in the background, and all of a sudden, what are the dog doing? Like, no. And it got really emotional. I'm like, this is how One Piece is. It will be a light-hearty, campy, and then boom, emotions.
No, literally, like I think I watched up to like where Odin got boiled, and I was like,
Yeah.
what's happening? Like they were just laughing and joking last episode. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know what Oda does, but he knows how to get you in your feels.
100%.
Because I know I read the last voyage of the Going Merry, and I cried. I'm man enough to admit that I cried. And Devin will give me a hard time. He goes, "You cried over a boat." It was an emotional moment with a boat. The boat saved them, and he goes, "Buddy." I'm like, "Listen, you go back to your anime of screaming men for 15 seasons," and he goes, "It's not that bad in Dragon Ball." And I'm like, "How many episodes of this screaming in?" And he goes,
All of them.
"Fair point." Oh yeah.
Yeah, my friends are obsessed with Dragon Ball, and I'm gonna expose myself a little bit here. I could never get into Dragon Ball,
Yeah.
like even growing up, like because I was into Sailor Moon and my cousin was into Dragon Ball, and we would just like fight over what we were gonna watch. I was like, I don't want to watch the screaming men. Like all they do is ah, and like that's it. And he was like, well, I don't want to watch a bunch of girls. So I like we just like butted heads about that. So I never got into Dragon Ball. I need to because I need to know what everyone's talking about, but like I just
Honestly, what I did, I just read it.
ooh,
I
smart.
Me and Devin had an agreement that if he ever started One Piece, I would start Dragon Ball, and so he did. And to his surprise, I finished Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and I started on Super, and I'm a couple behind on Super, but all in like a span of 2 weeks. It's not a long read.
Hmm.
Dragon Ball itself is pretty short. Dragon Ball Z, it's not that long, especially if you read it, because there's not nearly as much filler. Super, it's interesting with its filler, because points there'll be a decent amount, and then they'll skim it on filler. I have not touched GT or Damia or any of the others yet, so I can't speak for it.
Maybe I'll read it. Maybe I was looking to read like a manga on stream with my viewers or something, just so we can
Mhm.
connect on something. I was gonna do Tokyo Ghoul so I could show people the greatness that it
Yeah.
is, but maybe I'll do Dragon Ball first because I think a lot of people would probably want to see that.
Oh yeah. Our next question: what are some of your favorite animes?
My favorite anime, I mean, of course, I have to put Naruto up there. Like, I think it's a classic. At Tokyo Ghoul, I'm gonna run that into the ground, even though it goes in the toilet like halfway through season two. Ooh, Death Note. Death Note is really, really good. I really love Death Note. What's another one? Future Diary. I think Future Diary is pretty good too.
Yeah, I got Devin on that one. Yeah.
It is good. Have you seen Platinum End? I think it's by the same writers as Death Note.
So
Platinum End like literally skated by, no one talked about it, but it's so good. It's literally like Future Diary. Like it has that like vibe to it.
I don't think I have, but I may have to add that to my watch list.
It's pretty good. I've only seen the ones. I don't know if another season came out. People stopped talking about it. I don't know. All I know is I was like, oh my god, this is like Future Diary, and it's by the Death Note creators. I'm like, this is like perfect. And so I really like that one. I wouldn't say it's like a favorite by any means, but it's pretty good. Oh, Chainsaw Man is one of my favorites. I
Mhm.
just like more of like the darker toned anime, I guess. So that one, what's the let's see, I have my books over here. Oh, Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga. I love Vinland Saga.
You are the second person to recommend that to us this year. Yeah,
You haven't seen it or
I
read
have
it?
not yet.
Oh my
I
god.
I'm currently working through Sakamoto Days because season 2 just came out, and then I am working on Baki and TMNT. So those are the three I'm working on right now. And then we, as like an apartment, we just rewatched Demon Slayer
Mm.
for the movies coming up. And so, yep. I did recently finish Cyberpunk though.
Ooh, that is a good one. I'm really excited for the next season to come out. I cried. I think everyone cried. Like, very sad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are a lot of my favorites. Of course, like Attack on Titan, all the classics are definitely up there. I feel like I'm missing one. I don't remember. I'm trying to look at my manga because I normally like to buy the manga, the things that I like, but it's
Hmm.
escaping me. I think my list is too long. I think that's the problem.
I think it's good to have variety. Sometimes what you're feeling that day is what you need. Can I ask you a question? As because you like working out and stuff. What do you think of Berserk? Because that is a dark one, but it's a good one.
I love Berserk, and actually, the other day in one of in my TikTok stream, someone came in there and said it looked like Casca, and I was like, "What?" Because I've never had short hair ever in my life. Like I don't
Yeah,
even think I wore a short wig, but I was like, "Oh, I have to cosplay her now."
yeah,
Berserk is it's a masterpiece in my opinion. It's really dark, and I do think people put the wrong people on pedestals, if you know what I mean.
oh yeah.
But I think
I
it's really good.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm on the wrong side of TikTok, but I kept seeing people argue for Griffin, and then all of a sudden somebody comes in like,
Literally, I hate when I go to I'll get a
yeah,
Cascade cosplay, and then in the comments it would just be like, "I'm feeling like Griffin right now." I'm like, "What?
what?
Hello,
Oof.
hello!" In 2025, we're
Yeah,
saying these things so. I think there's a lot of negativity that surrounds that, but
yeah,
Berserk and the gym culture go hand in hand because Guts is
yeah,
peak body
yeah. It's
image.
like it's one of those that, which is why I wanted to really get into Baki because Baki's like that where they're like, oh, this is male body goals, and the idea. I don't cosplay, but I was like, hey, if I get this job, I know I was saving money, but I may get into cosplay, and so then I got the job, and I was like, we got to figure something out, and then the idea of working out to get in shape for a cosplay seems fun. It seems like
That's
a
what I'm
challenge.
doing. That's what I'm doing right now. Because I have a personal trainer, like a coach, and I'm
Hmm.
really trying to get in shape, especially because Halloween season's coming up. I
Hmm.
think I already lost 50 pounds last year, but now it's I have to tone body recon because I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna do
Yeah,
Casca, I have to be fit. I also really want to do Rize from Chainsaw Man, and she's a slimmer build, so I'm trying to slim
yeah,
down but keep my muscle. Also, who doesn't want to be able to hit the Baki pose, the
yeah,
one handed push up? I want to learn how to do that so bad, but I can't even do a pull up, so
yeah.
I'm a long way away. Sorry.
All right. No, you are fine. We can move on to this because I love working out, but the problem is I am small, and I it's always fun when I go to the gym because I don't look like I work out, but I do, and so I'll go to the gym and lift like crazy, and everybody will be like,
This guy got going on.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
the sleeper build.
yeah, I've got one of those where I'm not fat, but I'm not skinny. I'm just kind of little and slender, and so I'll go in there and lift and squat like 380 or something,
Dang.
and they're like, "What the fuck?"
What are they feeding this guy?
Yeah, it's always fun.
Yeah, I can definitely squat way more. I learned recently that I have no arm muscles because I've been working on my triceps, and I'm doing the 10 pounds. I'm like, my god! But then when I get to the squat rack, I can squat twice my body weight,
Yeah.
easy.
Oh yeah, that is one thing. I grew up doing like cross country, track, basketball, so I can run. I've got the leg muscles; those are toned and defined. My arms are so tiny, and so I'm
Me,
like, I'm
that's
like,
so
I
me.
need to do more of this, but they still look like toothpicks.
Yeah, I mean, I have a hoodie on so you can't tell, but I definitely have a good amount of arm fat. I think it's
Yeah.
genetics, so I'm really trying to get some muscle to slim up and then add some more
Mhm.
cardio into my routine. Oh,
Yeah.
cardio. I don't like cardio. I used to play varsity tennis and that was
Mhm.
some good cardio, so maybe I'll start doing that again cuz the Stairmaster. Oh my god.
What I've been doing for cardio is I've been scrolling on the treadmill, just TikTok.
Oh my god. That
Yeah.
was me. I just recently at the panty and stocking. I literally forgot about that. I became obsessed with that. But because my friend recommended it to me because it just came out again after like 15 years. So literally on the treadmill one day, like I just started watching like all of Panty and Stocking, and like I
Yeah.
did it. I did have some people like side eyed me because they would like walk by and like see what I'm watching, and they see like Panty and Stocking. But like that's I love doing that on the treadmill. It's just like watching some anime and just da, 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 and then hours could go by.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. For the longest time, me and Devin would watch anime in the gym, and I kind of stopped. And for the story that's about to go on, you will understand. Me and Devin will be like, "Hey, you should watch this anime. Hey, you should watch this anime. Hey, don't watch this one in the gym." And Devin didn't listen to me one day because we're like, "Hey, this is really good anime. Don't watch it in the gym. I know you're going to. Don't." And Devin's like, "How bad can it be?" And so he's on the thing, as two girls are behind him on like the elliptical thing. He's on the bike. He's like throwing his phone, and he calls me later. I threw my phone in the gym, and I was like, "You did it, didn't you? You watched it." And he goes, "Yeah." What did we learn? When somebody says it's not safe to watch in a public area, don't watch it. I don't even remember what anime it was, but we've had. I can't say much. I've done that too, where I'm like, oh, this is a normal anime, and then all of a sudden some sus comes on, and I'm like,
Early. That's such a problem because like there's so much fan service in almost
yeah,
every anime nowadays. It's like it's not safe to
yeah,
watch a lot of them anywhere. And I have to say, I'm not one to shy away from like ecchi anime. So it's like for me, I'm like, oh, let me catch up on this at the gym, and I'm like, oh, I forgot this one is like kind of raunchy. Like, don't
yeah.
tell me Nagatoro. I think that listen,
Oh
I
my
know a lot
god,
of people have their opinions on it, but I like it.
yeah.
What can I
I
say?
am actually also looking at that manga set.
But let's go.
Yeah, that was one where I was like, they're a cute little couple, but they don't know it yet.
See, I'm like haven't caught up on it in a while, but like
Hmm.
I was at the point where like things like started to progress with them. I'm like, see, why do people hate on this so much? Like I
Yeah,
get they had to start off the anime with the bang and like catch people's
yeah,
attentions. And a lot of people are like, oh, this there's a problem with this one. Like the
yeah,
roles were reversed, and like I get it. Like if the roles were reversed, it would not fly.
yeah,
So I understand that. But I do think it's cute,
yeah,
and like she has real feelings for him, which I think is cute. Like she's not just
yeah.
bullying him just because, and he has feelings for her. So I'm like, what's wrong with this? And I like High School DxD. I don't care what you say. The story's good. The story is there. Like there's a lot of other stuff, but there's a story.
See, Devin, we keep talking like, hey, this is our anime experience, but we'll go through and be like, this is my favorite harem anime. And Devin keeps like talking about High School DxD and keeps teasing me, you should watch High School D&D. I swear it's about Dungeons and Dragons and not anything else. And I'm like, see, when you phrase it like that, Devin, I don't believe you. And he goes, but it could be about Dungeons and Dragons.
It could be. I love that. See, I all of my friends like they make fun of me because I enjoy watching those, but I'm like,
Yeah,
I can watch it because it's like not as cringy animated. But if I'm watching like real people do this, yeah, I'm not gonna want to watch this. So
yeah.
it's like it's better to consume it if it's animated.
The funny thing is, when we get authors on here, a lot of times they're romance authors because we were like both of our girlfriends or significant others love romance, and the funny thing is, I have a lot of romance too because I'm just like, oh, cute little couple.
I know it's so
Yeah,
heartwarming. It's like a really good break from like shonen as well,
yeah,
because like I don't really think they like fledge out romance as good as they could in a
yeah.
lot of like shonen now. So it's nice to like take a break from that, be able to smile, eat your food, feel good, not worry
Oh yeah.
about your like MC dying or something. Like it's nice.
Oh yeah, it's a good break from just the screaming for 15 episodes and punching things.
Yes,
It's a good break.
it's a very good break.
Yeah,
That's why I was really excited for Dress Up Darling to come back this season.
yeah.
Oh, so good,
Oh, it's so cute.
100%.
So cute. What is your favorite exercise to do in the gym?
My favorite exercise. I think the lat pull down is my favorite. Just because I really like when you reach up to grab it, it's like a nice stretch. I don't know, that's kind of like my favorite part, especially because I've been working like much harder on my upper body strength
Hmm.
this year. I never was scared of leg day because I've always had like strong legs, like playing tennis and stuff like that. So I really love like doing squats. I really hate doing like RDLs and stuff like that. Like I don't like doing those, but like a bench or not a bench, like what's it the squat machine. I
Yeah.
like, or like the actual machine where you're like laid back and like pushing. I really
Yeah.
like that. That one's like a break for me because it's like so easy. But I think my favorite now is the lat pull down, just because I like the stretch. It's just so nice when you get to
Yeah.
grab the bar.
I know I'll always start off lifting heavy, and then I will hang from the pull up bar to like decompress my spine
Oh
because
yeah.
I love squats.
See, you get it. I love squats. They're so nice.
I love me leg day. What does your typical workout routine look like?
So I think before I got a coach, I would pretty much do full body every day, which I learned was not the greatest. So for now, she has me doing splits. So like I think today actually I have to do hamstring and glutes.
Hmm.
Yesterday I did like tricep and back. I actually haven't really done much any ab workouts recently. So I spend about 2 hours in the gym every time I go. And on my off days, like, well, every day I have to get 10,000 steps, which is really hard to do as a streamer because I'm like literally sitting here. So I
Hmm.
did just get a walk, like treadmill walk pad thing to help me with that. But so I start off with some stretches, maybe for like 5 minutes just to stretch whatever I'm working out. And then, for example, like yesterday, for my triceps, I did like a lot of like laying down on the bench, and then they're called skull crushers, where I like take the
Yep.
weights and I go like this. I literally feel the pain right now. I did one arm. What is this called? Like laying down. I did like a bent like RDO to like kind of get like
Yeah.
the backs. What else did I do? I did a couple other yesterday, and then I ended on the Stairmaster. I didn't get my 10,000 steps yesterday. I'm gonna try to do it today,
Yeah.
but every day looks a little different. I have a couple off days a week, but I just kind of focus on different muscle groups every
Hmm.
time I go, and then my cardio every day because I'm doing body recount.
See, I haven't done split days in a while. I've been doing just full body where I do upper body, um, arms pull, and then I'll do 100 sit-ups and leg raises and 100 push-ups, and
You
then
Saitama? Oh my goodness.
I do crazy things in the gym, and then I'll lift heavy, and then those are my cool downs from the lifting heavy is a bunch of intermediate dumbbell work, and then I will sometimes do a second heavy lift, normally like deadlifts or hip thrusts, and then I'll do a bunch of core workouts, and then I'll do an hour on the treadmill.
Oh my god, you're like in there all day. Jesus.
Yeah, I
Oh
normally
my
work
god.
out for like 2 to 3 hours.
See, I need to get my stamina up. Like I get like this little sidebar, but I just got tested for narcolepsy, and I
Mhm.
get my results next week. What day is it? Oh my god, 2 weeks from
Yeah,
now. So I'm hoping like they can give me some medicine to help my energy. Cause like what I'm doing in the gym now is all I can really have energy for. And then like I don't even have time to get my 10,000 steps in. I'm like, well, I guess I'll try to do it tomorrow. And then I'm,
yeah,
oh my god, see, that would be nice. I go to Planet Fitness, and especially because it's the summer, it's packed. So
yeah,
I can't even spend a lot of time in there if I wanted to, because there's always like some like 80-year-old man that has like both of like the um the cables, and he's like
yeah,
in the middle, and I'm like, dude, I need that. Like I need to do like my like, oh my god, and he's just taking up the machine, and I'm just kind of standing there. Then I try to do something else that's taken up, and now because I know school is out, like there's like droves of teenagers in
yeah,
there, which hey, you know what? I love that like working out and being fit is the new norm. Like that's
yeah,
good. That's good. But it's like when I see like 12 teenagers surrounded by one squat rack, I'm like, please,
yeah.
I can't do, cuz I wanted to start making gym content.
Hmm.
But now I'm like nervous to bring my camera in the gym because there's a bunch of teenagers in there. Like I
Yeah.
feel like they're gonna laugh at me.
I know.
Oh,
I'm like, you guys aren't doing anything.
it is right now. Like I know gym culture is super super popular like within like the past year. Like honestly, I think like when lean beef patty, when she
Hmm.
like blew up, like I think a lot of people were like, oh, I gotta start taking it seriously. Planet Fitness is like an anomaly, man. Like when last time I went, there was somebody in jeans, and like I'm not trying to judge because like what if they're new to the gym and they don't have anything, but like these are jeans with like non-stretch like Levi's. I'm like,
Yeah,
what's going on? Like I know you can't do what you need to do. There was somebody, there was a group of teenagers. I'm telling you, he had like a chain down to his stomach. He had uncreased Jordans on. I'm like, dude, you're not in here working out. You're not about to crease your Jordans. Like, you're just standing around aura farming in the Planet Fitness right now. And I'm really trying to finish like my like hip thrust. And I need,
yeah.
like, fancy seeing you here.
You know what? I'm like, what you got to eat? And he's like, apple strudel. What you've got? And I'm like, apple strudel.
Hey, heck
Yeah.
yeah. See, I'm trying to kick my snacking because
Yeah.
like being a gamer and a streamer, like I'm really like all stream.
Yeah.
Like I swear, chat just like you've been eating all stream. Like what's going on? So I'm trying my best to like not. I know like the more protein that you eat, like the more full you will be, and like the more
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to work on my macros better. But that's why I snack all the time. Like I just feel like I'm like a bottomless pit, and like I love like goldfish crackers or
Yeah.
like I have a really bad sweet tooth, so it's I'm
Oh
always
yeah.
eating something.
Yeah. My go to is Cheez It. And
Mm.
so the best thing I've discovered is just not to buy. If I don't have them in the house, I can't get to them. It used to be a real problem when I was in high school because I would not eat enough with how much I was going. So I would eat in my sleep when I was sleeping, and my mom would just come to wake me up for school, and she goes,
What
"Why?
happened?
Why is there just an empty box of Cheez-Its?" I don't know.
I don't know. Must have been a ghost.
There was one time she woke me up, and I just rolled her, and I still had a tortilla in my mouth, and I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
"Yeah,
That is crazy.
yeah,
See, I tried to not buy it, but like my dad is such an enabler. Like, my dad would be like, "Eden, I bought you chocolate chip cookies because I know you like them." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, Dad." Like it's not like I'm in a cut or anything, you know. And then I can't resist it because
oh
like
yeah,
my dad has diabetes. I'm like, well, it's better I eat it than him because he shouldn't be eating it because I get my sweet tooth from him. So
yeah."
I'm like, I'm protecting him by eating this whole sleeve of Chips Ahoy's and lying to myself.
Oh my gosh, my grandmother is so bad. When I come over, I have to like make her eat her actual food because she'll eat the dessert first and be like, "I'm full," and I'm like, "Grandma, no," and she's like, "Fine, I'll eat my food." So
Yeah, I
she'll
force
eat it.
myself.
Yeah, but no, growing up, she always had sweets. I don't know how this woman never became diabetic. She's like 88, and She goes to Chick-fil-A and gets the little Dairy Dreams ice cream,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll just stockpile them in her fridge.
My gosh.
Yeah.
See, I don't know either because like my dad, he used to like do eating competitions or whatever, like eat this like 15 billion pound burger and you get a free shirt. Like my that would be my dad. He
Yeah,
would do stuff like that.
I did stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah. And so because Devin runs a sport podcast, we now we're covering competitive eating, ironically.
What? No way.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
because when I was in college, there was eating competitions that I would go to for, and they're like, "Hey, spend money and get a bunch of food, and top three win some blah blah blah." And so I'm like, "Bet," and so I would eat a bunch, and then I normally got like second or third. I never got first. But I normally would like get up there to enough to like win a prize. So I was like, it paid off.
I never understood the competitive eating because when I like eat too much, I'm sick, and if I smell food, I'm about to gag.
Yeah.
So like kudos to competitive eaters, like especially at the hot dogs, like when I see them dipping the hot dog in water, I'm like
Oh yeah.
how can you do that?
A lot of it. So what they'll do, they'll drink a lot of water days before the eating competition so that their stomach expands so they can fit more.
Oh, maybe I need to ask my dad because I know he used to do that a lot. Like
Yeah.
my dad is he loves to eat. I
Yeah.
mean, he has diabetes now, so like it's a point, but like burgers, steak, cookies, ice cream, like literally everything. He ate
Yeah.
so much seafood that now he can't even eat seafood. Like he developed an allergy to it. Like he is the number one, like
Yeah, that's what
insane.
I did with peanut butter.
Really?
Yeah, I ate too much peanut butter.
Oh my gosh! See, I hate peanut butter.
I love peanut butter and I miss it so much. But my throat will start swelling if I eat too much.
Oh my god! You did it to yourself.
Yeah.
No. I wish I like peanut butter. Like I also hate seafood, and I really wish I like seafood because like the protein and it's
Mhm.
like really healthy for you. Maybe I'll give it another try. I think like my downfall is my first time ever trying seafood. It was sushi, so like I
Yeah.
think like raw fish my first time might have been a mistake.
Mhm.
Maybe no, actually I think the first time I had seafood was like octopus or
Yeah.
something, and I remember like it suctioned to my tongue, and I was like, how do I swallow? Yeah,
Oh
ever
yeah.
since I was like, mm-mm.
Yeah, even if you like cook it, it still can like contract in your throat as it's going down because it has a bunch of like blood vessels and hearts in it, so where it can still like pump and move after it's like
Great.
been dismembered. Yeah.
See, I think that was my mistake. Was I ate that first, and then I had sushi, and by the end I was like, I can't. Like, I'm never eating this again. This was awful. I can't do it. I did end up having fried fish like a couple months later, and I did like that, but I was still scarred from like my first experience.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll try it again.
my girlfriend does not like fish or shrimp. She doesn't like shrimp, and so I'll make her salmon and stuff. But I remember when I was a kid at Red Lobster, endless shrimp was always a lie because I remember they would always run out, and I remember they were like, "You want more?" And then I would see like other waiters coming around. It's the small one. Yeah, that's always fun.
I want to try shrimp. I really do. I think I tried shrimp at a Korean barbecue a couple years ago. Like, it was literally like a nibble because I was
Yeah.
scared, and I was like, okay, the taste of this is pretty good. And you know what? I had imitation crab, and that tasted pretty good. So I'm
Mhm.
like, maybe I'll like crab. I'm just too scared to like order some and then not like it, and then it goes to waste or something.
Have you ever tried something like lobster?
Mm,
Yeah.
never tried it.
I'm gonna get very country on you. One of my favorite things is crawfish.
Mm.
And it's one of the most disgusting things because you like crack it apart and like suck the meat out.
Yeah, it's like the seafood boils that I see people doing all the time.
Yeah, and I always felt bad for we had one of my friends who was terrified of them and could not stand the sight of them. And so me and my sister, being us, we would get a lot of them when we saw them at a buffet or something. And she's just, no. And I'm like, I'm so sorry as I'm like throwing them back.
See, one of my best friends is from Alabama, and
Mhm.
she loves seafood. Like, she'll eat any kind of seafood, and
Yeah.
like I would just be looking at her plate, like, "What do you mean? There's like a raw piece of fish on your plate right now? Like, what is going
Yeah.
on?" And like, I just know that I need to get my protein in, and it's healthy. And like, honestly, low key, I want to be a vegetarian so bad, like a pescatarian, and I
Yeah.
just know fish is the way to go. But I'm just so scared. Like, I've never had crawfish, crab, lobster, shrimp. Like, I had a little nibble. I don't know if that counts, but like,
Yeah.
it does look like a big water bug. Like, I'm just so scared to eat it.
Well, it's a arthropod, and which most insects are. Unfortunately, I studied this in school.
Really?
Yeah, we have a movie review podcast as well, Popcorn Buckets. And to Devin's horror, I'm like, hey, we just watched Hell Come to Frogtown. Time for how frogs reproduce. And Devin's like, please don't.
Oh
Please
my
don't.
god, that would ruin so many things for me.
Yeah, I'm just like, animal fun facts. And he's like, he'll just roll up to the podcast, be like, so what fun facts do we have today? We're going to talk about pirate torture. And he goes, of course we are. We watch Pirates of the Caribbean.
Also loved Pirates of the
Yeah.
Caribbean. One of my favorite movies, like movie franchises.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I can handle I love frogs. I wouldn't want to. I don't know if I need to know that. I feel like that would just. I would see a frog and never see it the same.
Yeah. I mean, I think the worst one was The Shape of Water because I'm like, hey, here's some issues with the reproduction of them because more than likely he has a cloaca and he goes, I'm gonna hate that I'm asking what's a cloaca. So glad you asked, Devin. Of course you are.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it's so they don't have like a penis, and so
Oh.
it's like a butthole and vagina where sperm comes out of, as well as pee and poop.
Huh. Yeah, that raises more questions than answers, honestly.
It's fascinating.
That it, and I studied biology a lot in college, so before COVID happened.
Yeah,
But like that, I remember learning about some strange things like that. I'm like, wow, there's just a lot of stuff that I don't know.
yeah, that was one of my favorite things. Was always the interdisciplinary disciplinaries for science, where we just got to go on this weird disciplinary of science, and I just got to learn useless things. That was my favorite thing because there was a course on evolutionary biology, and I got to talk about eggs and dinosaurs, and I was in heaven.
I love dinosaurs.
Oh yeah,
So that's awesome.
oh yeah, I love dinosaurs, and so I don't think we've actually reviewed a dinosaur movie on the podcast yet. We need to.
Ooh. I was gonna say you better do that next.
Yeah, but oh my gosh, I love dinosaurs. One of my favorites is sauropods because I went to a rock convention and my grandfather got me this little purple, I think it was quartz sauropod, like from Land Before Time, and so I was like, that is so cool, and then I lost it, and
No.
I've regretted it ever since, and I every once in a while I'll still look for it, until we moved out of that house, but I never found it, and I
No.
hate that. Yeah.
Oh no. Man, I love dinosaurs. I remember isn't it like a semi recent discovery that dinosaurs had feathers? Or like some dinosaurs had feathers?
Yes. So the Archaeopteryx is the link between theropods and winged birds and stuff like that. So birds are an offshoot where they evolutionarily started getting more avian like and eventually became birds.
That's sick cuz
Yeah.
I remember learning in college like we did a whole like research study and found out that like people would think like oh alligators must taste the most similar to how dinosaurs would. And they're like no, it's actually chicken. Like chicken is how
Yeah.
dinosaurs would taste. And I'm
Hmm.
like that and then, honestly I can't even eat chicken now without like thinking about dinosaurs.
See, I don't even think Tiffany's gonna hate me for going off rant so much, but I don't even think they would taste like chicken. I think they would taste like a dodo bird. So when
Mm.
they landed on the islands with dodo birds were very oily and tough because they were so muscular, and they would just attack people. They're like little tiny birds, like the size of like a rock penguin, just like going after people. They tried eating them, but they couldn't because of how oily and tough they were. They were not good meat, and so I think more than likely something like a T Rex was probably very muscular. So and more than likely did not taste good because of how tough it was.
That makes a lot of sense. Like rest in peace to dodo birds. I wish we could see one, but yeah, that makes a decent amount of sense. I feel like personally, I think the scariest looking bird to me is the barn owl. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is, but like I think it was because I don't know if you watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, but
Mhm.
Washington Tong, the keeper of that library, was a barn owl, and like that, like his face is just stuck. I don't even know. I don't even want to know what that would even taste like.
Well, barn owls kind of, when you look at them, they kind of look like a creepy pasta.
Yeah, they do, don't
They
they?
got the white face, the black eyes, and so if you're walking around at night and you suddenly see that, yes, it's like the 1800s. That's a demon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which like
yeah,
literally the barn owls are so scary. Like the other owls, I think are so cute and like I don't know. Barn owls are very unique looking. I think they're
yeah,
beautiful, but like, geez, if
yeah,
I saw one in person, I think I might faint.
yeah. They're, I forget what owl it is, but it's like really big. It's like a really big one, and I'm like, because it's like this big.
Yeah, I just like read like a bird book, and I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I can see it though. I don't know. I don't think that helps anybody listening to this audio medium, but I can see it in my head.
I can
Yeah,
see it in my head too, but I can't describe it. It's just
yeah,
big owl,
yeah. That's the scientific name, Big Owl.
big owl.
Yeah. What game do you want to play on stream one day?
I've been telling chat that I was gonna play Phasmophobia for years. Like I have it, it's
Hmm.
purchased, it's downloaded, it's ready to go. I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
So honestly, maybe even like next week or like this month, I'll definitely be streaming Phasmophobia.
Okay. What was the first video game you ever played?
First video game I ever played was either some Mario game or ooh, you know what? Dig Dug. Have you heard of Dig Dug?
Yeah.
It's like a joystick game. That was like my favorite game. I think Dig Dug was my first game and I loved it. And like Galaga,
Hmm.
like games like that, like joystick games, because I was born in the 90s, very into
Yeah.
the 90s. So we had a lot of joystick games we plugged into the TV. So I
Yeah.
remember playing a lot of those. And then we had a GameCube and then we got a Wii
Hmm.
and then I had a DS, and then we got the first PlayStation.
Yeah.
So I was playing all of those. But definitely Dig Dug was my favorite growing up, and I think my first, but then Mario, and then Mortal Kombat.
I completely understand that. I was born in the late 90s, and so then all of my stuff was hand-me-downs, and so my first video game was Donkey Kong Country on the GameCube, and then second was Pokemon for like the original Game Boy where you had to put like the batteries in.
Hmm.
I had so many of those, and then my mom got me a Game Boy Advance for Christmas,
Nice.
and then that was my jam for a long time, and then eventually they decided to upgrade me to a DS.
That was life changer. When I got my DS for Christmas, it was like right when they came out. Literal life changer. I remember having Super Smash Bros. And then no, that came a little later.
Yeah.
I had a Super Mario Bros. That's what I meant. at Super Mario Bros. And I remember beating that whole game and getting all 3 coins from each level. It took me like a year, I think, to do that. It
Yeah.
was so hard to do, but I loved that. And then Crash Bandicoot. That was a fun one, but I am actually so afraid of that tiki thing in that
Hmm.
game. My parents like have like this weird like obsession with Hawaii. Like they went there for their honeymoon and everything. So they had this tiki up in the corner of their room. And every time I wanted to go to the bathroom, I had to like cross their room and leave the door open. I'd just see the tiki staring at me. So then I couldn't play Crash Bandicoot anymore because I forgot what its name was, but it was too scary. It was too scary for little me.
Oh no, I completely understand that. I had a thing with dolls and clowns.
Yeah,
So
clowns.
on my mom's side, my grandmother on that side had a whole room of dolls, and me and my cousins would be in like one of these has to be haunted.
Why?
Like statistically, one of these has to be haunted. We don't know which, but one of these look like it's probably gonna be haunted. And then on my other side of the family, my aunt loved collecting clown stuff, which in my opinion was so much worse than the dolls.
Yeah, because like, how do you even discover that that's something that you like?
You're just sitting in this room full of clowns, and
No, that's scary.
you're like, I swear, if one of you move, I swear,
I'm setting a blaze. All
yeah,
y'all going down. See,
we all
my
going
great
down
grandma
together.
liked elephants, so
Yeah,
she collected elephants, which wasn't that scary. Like it'd just be a lot of elephant
yeah,
statues and pictures everywhere. But clowns,
yeah.
that is crazy.
See, my that same one that collected dolls also collected roosters. And then my mom, I don't know what it is, she collects birds, like little birds. And so I'll be like, here's this little bird figure. It's a great gift to give her. And I've just been slowly expanding the portfolio of different types of birds in her living room.
Heck yeah, that's pretty normal. I mean, birds are cute. I don't know about the clowns. I mean, dolls. I mean, I liked Bratz dolls growing up and like Monster High dolls. Like I have like a Monster High doll on there. So like, but like I think you're talking more like the Annabelle looking
Yeah,
dolls.
it's the realistic looking babies.
God,
Yeah, and so
no.
you're like, something's wrong with you, little Philip.
Literally, there's always like a doll like that in a thrift store. Like
Yeah,
there's always some weird looking Cabbage Patch like type doll in a thrift store, and I'm like, "What's your story? Why are you here? Who gave you up? How long you been here?" Like
yeah.
I don't. Annabelle ruined it for me. Like I don't trust it.
Oh no, I feel that. Uh hmm. You're a big fan of horror. How's that translated to what you play on stream?
I haven't played a horror game on stream in so long, and I think it's because I'm like actually addicted to playing comp shooter games. Like
Yeah.
I can't even play like quick play Marvel Rivals. It literally irks me. And I just have like this obsession. Like I have OCD, so like I'm when I like hunker down on something, it's all I can do. So I've been playing for years, like Apex, Call of Duty, Overwatch. I don't know if that counts, but Marvel Rivals. But when I did have some like leisure time where I didn't feel like playing it, I would play like Slender Man, which was really fun. I played this horror SpongeBob game, which I think I might play again because like my viewers really liked that. It
Yeah.
was the craziest thing. I think it was like Squidward trapped SpongeBob in the basement or something, and Mr. Krabs and Plankton had to say no. I think Plankton was also chained up in the basement. I don't know. Squidward was a freak. I don't know. It was like this weird, freaky SpongeBob game, but that was really fun. I really like obscure horror games or like
Hmm.
analog horror games. I think one of my favorite was Ib. It's just IB. I think my
Yeah.
first time watching it was PewDiePie, like back in 2010 or something. Oh, Silent Hill. Fun fact, I got to play the Silent Hill PT, like that game that never came out. They never released it. It's on
Yeah.
my laptop somewhere. I have to find the charger. It has to be worth money. But
Yeah.
I'm big into like Silent Hill and like Resident Evil. Those are pretty good. Dark Souls isn't that scary, but like I like those games too. I'm
Hmm.
probably gonna go back to streaming those to be honest, because I need to take a break from Marvel Rivals. Like the game is not that great right now.
Yeah. What tattoo has the most meaning for you?
Right here, I can show you. I have a tattoo. So right here, I don't know if you could see that,
Hmm.
but it says 1992. That's just the year my parents got married. So I wanted to get like a tattoo, for like both of them. I'll probably get like some more. later in life. And then honestly, I designed this tattoo myself. I just thought like the numbers by itself would be plain, so I just added like the mask. Like, this looks like Kakashi's mask, but I kind of did that on accident. So it's like a knife or a sword and a mask.
Yeah.
But that one has the most meaning because it's for my parents. Other than that, I don't think any of the other ones have meaning. Like, I mean, I have like the Gara symbol that means love. Right here, I have like a rose that turns into a spider lily for Tokyo Ghoul, which means a lot to me because I love Tokyo Ghoul. But I mean, I know when my cat, like my first cat that I had, she's still alive. But I know when she passes, I'll definitely get like a tattoo for her, and like maybe for my grandmother someday and stuff like that. But that's probably like the only one that actually means something.
Okay. What cosplay? Wait a minute. I can't read. What cosplay was the most difficult for you to create?
The most difficult for me, probably. That's a tough question. I think my Isekai Harley Quinn one, because I ordered it off of AliExpress because that was like the quickest I could have it because I wanted to be like the first to cosplay it,
Mhm.
but it was an Asian sizing and the size was way off. So like the jacket
Yeah.
fit, but like the like bra top didn't fit and like the shorts didn't fit. So I had to end up dyeing, like buying red shorts and then dyeing it on my own, like half dyeing it, which was hard because I couldn't figure
Yeah.
out how to like dip it completely where it'd be even. And then I had to make the bra top and then like the tights because she had tights that would like had one leg that was like completely ripped up, but the other leg not so much. And when they're tights, like nylons, they rip on their own. So
Yeah.
that was pretty hard. I did get the wig made from someone, but when she sent it to me, it was like laid on one side, so I had to like restyle it. And she had two pigtails, which is not easy for like a
Yeah.
wig, especially like a lace front wig. So that was really hard. And then also like because the Isekai Harley Quinn had a heart, so and I was still like new at doing makeup when I did that, so I was like struggling to do that because I wore it to a con, and then the blue eye contacts because I had like this weird eye phobia, so getting the contacts in, and then
Yeah.
also I didn't realize how people with blue eyes see the world. Like literally, I felt like I could see every single thing. It was like
Yeah.
horrible. So that one was hardest also because she had one black shoe and one red shoe, so I had to like because I don't have that much money. So I was like, I can't just buy a pair of black shoes and a pair of red shoes and then just wear one shoe. Like what? So I think I ended up painting like one shoe, like bought red shoes and painted one black. I put a lot of work into that one.
Hmm.
But right now, I'm working on my Rize Bomb Devil.
Hmm.
That's hard because
Yeah.
I'm 3D printing it. So that one's definitely taking the cake now.
Yeah. I can definitely see how the whole headpiece would be
Yeah.
fun.
It's not like I also because my 3D printer is not that big. I have the Ender 3 version 2 Neo, so it's like
Hmm.
not that big. So you have to print it in a lot of small parts and like trying to get it to line up. And if it doesn't print perfectly, you're kind of screwed. Like you have to do like a lot of shaving and gluing and
Yeah.
yeah.
I bet. Sounds like you're gonna have a very hey. You have a great opportunity to sand and binge anime.
Hey, I'm learning a lot too.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh yeah. What cosplay has the
Right.
most meaning for you?
Well, cosplay has the most meaning for me. Let's see. Probably Mirko from My Hero Academia because I think that's the one that like put me on the map. Like, I think that was the one that like really got me out there. That's kind of like what got me recognized and everyone kind of knew me as Mirko. But also Wednesday Adams was like my first ever cosplay.
Hmm.
And she's one of my favorite like fictional characters ever. Like I grew up watching the Adams Family. So Wednesday Adams. I remember I wasn't allowed to celebrate Halloween growing up. Big bummer. Grew up in a religious household. So I remember when I turned 18, it was the first time I actually like snuck out and celebrated Halloween for the first time, and I went as Wednesday Adams. So that was pretty sick. And the show just came back, so I
Yeah.
cosplayed her a couple times before, and I'm gonna do it again. So that and Mirko.
Okay. What are some characters you want to cosplay in the future?
Ooh, some characters I want to cosplay in the future. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I don't know if you've seen My Life as a Teenage Robot. I think
Yeah,
her name was it XJ9, I think?
that sounds right.
I think so. It's been a long time, but
It
like
has been a very long time.
I loved her. Like that was one of my favorite shows. I definitely want to do that. Ember from Danny Phantom. She was like a girl crush I had growing up, so I definitely want to do her. Maybe like this year for Halloween. I actually bought a guitar
Hmm.
off of Facebook Marketplace for like $50. It's actually a bass. I know she doesn't play a bass, but it looks really close to like her shape. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna like try to. It's a beautiful guitar, so I don't want to ruin it by painting it. So I might just like try to like sew like a like a suit I could put on the guitar if that makes any sense, so I don't really damage it.
You could
Um,
do foam.
that is smart. That's a good idea. Thank you, because I don't have that much time left for Halloween, so I'll have to run that quickly. But I
Oh,
want to do that too.
I lost the questions. I was looking at Lady Phantom. What's a cosplay tip you wish you knew when you started?
A cosplay tip I wish I knew when I started was how to put contacts in.
Hmm.
Honestly, because back when I started cosplaying, I did not ever wear contacts, and then when I started posting them online, I would just edit my eyes, which kind of looks funky if you don't know how to edit right. So I wish I knew that if you, which I feel like everyone knew, but me, but like just like holding your eye open as much as possible and like using your finger, like I don't know from which hand to like put it in, but
Yeah.
if you like look away, put the contact on your eye, and then look towards it, like your pupil will like catch it. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Like I guess everyone else does but me, but now I can get like contacts in like maybe a minute, which is
Mhm.
still really slow, but it's
Yeah.
quick for me. So I wish I knew that some years ago. It definitely has elevated my cosplays.
Okay. Let's see. What has been your best con experience?
My best con experience. I think my best con experience actually was this year. I went to Chicago Comic Con with my best friend and we had the time of our lives. Like,
Hmm.
we I think what it is normally if you're like a cosplayer, you do like three or even six. Like I've seen people like do a morning cosplay and then a night cosplay for every day. Like I don't get how they could do that. I
Yeah.
commend them. But we kind of just took our liberties to just do what we want to do. I even think we went out of cosplay for one of the days and we just walked around Artist Alley. And it was nice to almost be like immersed in the con, not as a cosplayer, I guess. Because like we do it like professionally.
Yeah.
So it was really fun to actually be the people that were like, let me take a picture of you, please. Like, you look great. Like, it was nice to go back to doing that. And we did that this year. And we like explored Chicago a lot. Like, they have a Chinatown that's really great out there as well. So I think after years of like being like a content creator at these cons and stuff like that and like having to make sure I look my best, my make sure my makeup is like on point, stuff like that. It was really nice to like almost go in disguise,
Yeah.
not in cosplay. It's like almost the opposite, but it was nice.
So, a follow up question to that: did you feel like Anya?
I feel like Anya
Yeah,
from
going on about
SpongeBob.
the secret mission.
Honestly, yes, it was. It felt good because we were the ones fangirling. Like
Yeah.
normally, like we're the ones that people like run up to us and like, can we take your picture, please, and stuff like that. But like for us to be the ones, like, because it reminded me what like con culture is supposed to be
Yeah.
about. You know, I think like in the past several years, cosplay has almost become like a fashion show. You know, like you can't do
Hmm.
your own creative liberties now because you're like, well, the
Yeah.
character doesn't have curly hair, so you're
Mhm.
not one to one. Like it's like a contest now. So like
Yeah.
being able to actually see like real cosplayers like do it for the love of the game, I was like, oh, this is
Yeah.
why I started. Like this is what it's all about. So I definitely did feel like Anya. Like I was like a spy. Like oh my god. Like I think I follow her on Instagram, but she doesn't recognize me because I'm not in cosplay. Like,
Yeah.
it was great.
That's good. What is your best tip? Well, I have a question, but I am weary about asking it.
What is it? I can answer it.
So we had your friendly neighborhood con artist, and we were talking about the culture of cosplay, where a lot of times they run into issues where people will give them a hard time for cosplaying characters because they're of color.
Mhm.
How have you dealt with that?
I recently cosplayed Freerin, and when I tell you the racists have found my post, I'm not gonna say what they were saying in my comments here, but let's just say it was a lot of hard R in my
Yeah.
comments. Which I am no stranger to. Like I've been cosplaying online for about 5 years now. I've been cosplaying my whole life. But when you put it in an online space, it just brings it to a whole new
Yeah.
world of people. Honestly, I hope I don't come off the wrong way, but I don't care. People were just in my comments and I wasn't responding. I wasn't even deleting them because you're boosting my content. Like you're leaving comments and it's putting it out to more people.
Hmm.
Even recently I did a Sue Storm stream on Twitch and TikTok, and I went from I think like 10 viewers to 75 viewers on TikTok because people just kept coming in like she's only
Yeah.
invisible when the lights go off. Like Ha, funny. I don't care. Like, you can't, I don't know. It just doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm from the Midwest, like very close to Ohio, which Ohio is a very red state. And I don't know. I don't understand why people care what the color of my skin is. Like,
Yeah.
I have to live in the skin, which is no problem to me. So when people just feel the need to say hurtful things, I'm like, if you're gonna bully a cosplayer for being black, like bully me, because I'm not gonna care. Like, I
Yeah.
know it bothers some people, which racism is wrong to any race, anybody, but it doesn't bother me. So if they're gonna be in my comments making remarks about my skin color, if they're gonna be in my stream making remarks about my skin color, I'd rather it be me who doesn't care than someone who like really would
Yeah.
hurt their feelings. Because I've dealt with it like my whole life. Like when I grew up in mostly white schools before I went to high school, so I was always like one of the only black kids. So I'm just kind of,
Yeah.
I was always in that space. And I genuinely don't care. Cause like, you're the one who's mad
Yeah.
that I'm in this cosplay. And I don't know what it is with like the Freerin community, but a lot of them are racist. Like, first of all, Freerin is an elf.
Mhm.
She's not white. She's not
She's a
Asian.
completely different race than almost everybody in the
Literally,
show.
literally, like she is a completely like her own entity. And like they're like, oh, you're a dark elf, you're not a free and I'm like, I don't give a, like, I really don't care. So it doesn't bother me. Long story short, I don't care. It boosts, like, the comments boost my content, it puts it out to more people. Also, I think I don't delete the comments because people need to see what black cosplayers go through. Like, if I delete them, it's gonna be like, I don't know, hiding the racism that we go to, and no one's gonna believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, or she doesn't have any hate comments. Like, yes, I do. They're right there because I don't delete them. Go ahead, argue with yourselves in the comments. I
Yeah.
don't care.
See, we are from Georgia, and I grew up, like, most of my family is from, like, up north towards, like, the mountains and all that, and over towards, like, Alabama line. And then I grew up, like, right by Atlanta, and so I always thought it was stupid because there's so many different cultures in Atlanta. It's so many different things, and so I never understood it. We're playing dress up about stuff we like. There's no point in gatekeeping what character somebody could or couldn't dress up as because of your own preferences. That's like getting upset because somebody has fish and you want steak.
Right.
It's stupid.
Like, why are you worried about what's on my plate? Like,
Yeah.
I have people like in my free run comments like, how would you feel if a white girl cosplayed Mirko? They do. They
Yeah.
do cosplay Mirko, and I don't care. I love Mirko. She's a like amazing character, and I love that she's getting recognition. Like,
Mhm.
also, Mirko is Japanese. So first of all, if you're saying like, what if a white girl does it? Well, Mirko ain't white either. So I mean, you're asking the wrong person.
Oh my gosh.
They're crazy these days. Like, and it's gotten worse. Like within like the past year, and I probably like political reasons, which I won't get into. But I think people just feel more comfortable just being like blatantly racist, and like I just gotta tell them like, you got the wrong one. Like, if you're trying to rage bait somebody, it's
Yeah.
not me, because you cannot like rage bait me with racism, because I don't
Oh
care.
no. Well, Devin will probably edit this out. So
Feel like a human again. Like, okay,
yeah.
another human made this. We're all laughing at this. Like the normal people. No, I listen. I love a good meme,
Yeah.
so I get it.
Yeah. All right. You ready for the last question?
Yeah.
All right. Where can the people at home find you in your cosplays?
You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. On Instagram, it's bbyjemz, bbyjemz. Twitter, it's bbyjemz ttv. I'm on Reddit. I actually love Reddit. I'm on TikTok. My TikTok handle is a cornball because I made it out of spite because I didn't want a TikTok back then, but I got bored and made one. But if you look at Baby Gems, you'll find me. YouTube is Baby Gems. I'm on Pinterest. I think I'm on like every social media you can think of. If you look up Baby Gems, you'll find
Okay.
me.
Okay. I'm just making sure that all of the right stuff is in the descriptions.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Alrighty. That's our show. Devin's gonna have plenty of editing to do.
Hi, Devin. I'm sorry, Devin.
It's okay. He called me one day because he was editing. He left me alone. And in my defense, it's his fault. So do you know my dear friend Nokatan?
It sounds familiar, right? Yeah.
So we got a voice actor from that anime. And me and her talked about, Devin timed it for like 21 minutes. I talked about chickens. And I carried a full conversation about chickens for 21 minutes. And so he rolled back the thing, timed it, and it was like, And he was like started blowing up my phone. How the fuck do you talk about shit for 21 minutes? And I was like, I don't know.
Hey, when you're passionate about
Yeah,
something, you can go on forever.
I know. It's not my fault I mainly use my degree for evil, but when I do, it's probably in the neurodivergent area.
Hey, heck, you know what? Neurodivergent people rise up. Like
Oh yeah,
I think it's great. It's really nice having your special interests. Like I
yeah.
love my special interests. It makes me feel cozy.
Oh
Nothing
yeah.
wrong with that.
That's most of Popcorn Buckets where I'm just like, hey, we watched this movie. You want to hear about maritime law? And he's like, you know what? Let's fill some time. Share.
And you know what? I love content like that. Like
Yeah.
having people talk about what they're passionate about is like more valuable than like anything else. Like it's awesome.
I'm definitely a villain when it comes to it because it's like, hey, this showed up for like a second in the movie. Here's the origin of this song.
No, but that
Shazam.
literally, it's the same way for me because I remember watching the first Thor,
Mhm.
and like I think Loki was like my first ever like crush ever,
Yeah.
and then I like dove myself into Norse mythology, and literally anytime anyone brought anything Marvel up, I was like, actually, in Norse
Yeah.
mythology, and like I think that's a reason why people bullied me in high school because that's
Yeah.
all I talked about was like Norse mythology, just because I liked Loki, like,
Yeah.
and I would talk about it for hours, days on end.
Yeah.
So I trust.
Oh yeah. Have you? I think you answered this already, but have you gotten to the part where Loki is in One Piece?
I haven't yet, but I heard about it, and that's when I was like, you know what? I need to get back into One Piece. I was like, this is what brings me back, because like I'm still a Loki fangirl. I
Yeah.
think I'll always be like a Loki fangirl. So,
You know what's funny? They're at the part where they're starting to fight the government.
and you know what? This is what we need. This is the
Yeah.
message we need.
Yeah, especially after the whole Kuma thing. And that's all I'm gonna say because I don't know where you're at and I don't want to ruin it.
I appreciate that, and you know what? I think a lot of manga writers now are like pushing these themes because even in the most recent Chainsaw Man chapter, I don't think it's a spoiler. Like Asa the War Devil, like she thrives off of war. She's like, you know what? I love America, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect that the War Devil loves America because they keep her alive because America loves war.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is the message that they're saying, and I'm like, this is good. This is good. People need to know this.
Oh my gosh, Devin, we have one of those friends who's like, "Who's your anime crush?" And Devin's like, "I really like." I'm gonna get her name wrong. I really like blah 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 from Chainsaw Man. I mean, me and Tommy are just like,
Is it Makima? Is it? Is
yeah,
it?
and we're just like, we're just looking at each other and we're like, "Don't ruin it. He's not there yet." And he's like, "What are you talking about, guys?" And we're like, "We can't
What's
tell
wrong
you."
with Makima?
We're like, "You'll get there." What'd she do? And I'm like, "What did she not do?"
Yeah, and you know what? That's why I love Chainsaw Man because like these are just some topics that a lot of manga and anime won't touch on. Hey,
But that's our show. Do you have any last words?
just thank you for having me. You're very kind, and I love what you stand for and like what your show is about. I'll definitely be watching every episode in the future. And thank you for getting me back into One Piece
Hmm.
because I definitely needed that motivation. I probably will end up reading it honestly.
Oh yeah.
You definitely sold me on that.
Oh yeah. I think I wouldn't necessarily bother with buying it. You probably can. I think you can read it online, so you
Hmm.
can like get fairly far in it just online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'll do that, and then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
Turtle power.
Turtle Power.
All right. Thank you.
Of course, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.